Bulldogs have won the coin flip and will be receiving back deep for Fayetteville. Junior Katavian Taylor and junior running back Caleb Johnson.
Tell you, I got a new favorite guy, man. Katavian Taylor. He just came on these last couple of weeks, man. From that big one-handed catch, he had that broken arrow that kind of extended the lead for pretty much put broken arrow away, and then his performance last week against Texas High, you can't beat his performance.
Well, the ball's set down. Hayes in the barn for both teams. You know what I say. Let's get it. 2024 7A West Conference is underway. Johnson makes it up the middle, and he's going to get up across the 30 up to around the 31 for the Fayetteville Bulldogs, where they'll open up initial conference play, 1st and 10. Tonight's game is brought to you by Lindsay and Associates, CMAX Southern Kitchen, and First Choice Protection Systems. Odom in the shotgun. Off in the flat to Taylor, and he's going to pick up about 2. Brings up about a 2nd and 8. Oh, they're going to give him 3 on the play, up to 34. 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. 4 wide. Battle in the shotgun. Single back. Odom. Empty set. We'll screen out to Delamar. He puts his foot in the ground, gets across the 40, and he's going to be up close to the first down. I believe he's going to have enough for the first Fayetteville first down. Aaron, it's going to be real key for Fayetteville to get the state's leading receiver from 2023 here in the offense early in conference play. I mean, we all know what he did last year.
I mean, we all know what he did the last 2 years. I mean, this is something that he's been able to do. But
give up the middle of the battles, and he goes across midfield over into Wolverine territory.
This part of Fayetteville is the newest wrinkle that they do have. To have a running back like Battle, no offense to the last 2 running backs that's been here, or Christian Seltzer, but Battle's been able to kind of break through the line. It's a whole nother feel when you have him
flip
back
over to Delamar. He's going to make a man miss, fight up. He's going to pick up about 8 on the play, I believe, close to around the 36-yard line of Bentonville West. They're going to give him 7 on the play.
And that's also, that's another almost like a wrinkle to the run game for Fayetteville.
10.5 in the first quarter.
Get the ball out to the sides for those receivers.
Off to
look at that.
Battles the left side. He's at the 20. He's at the 10.
Man.
Touchdown, Fayetteville. Christian Battles. 33-yard jaunt off the left side. Aaron, you just mentioned it. This has been the theme for Fayetteville this year. They are a ground and pound.
Mm-hmm.
And as I spoke, I had Coach Dick on the show, on the KC Dick show several weeks ago, and we did talk about that. This running game is quite vaunted in the first 4 weeks.
And I mean, Patty, you can just tell by for me, this is year 3 for me, and you can tell these coaches have really been working hard on trying to establish this run game. The first year, the run game was non-existent.
Right.
The second year, as the season went on, we saw the Christian number 1 actually start breaking loose at the end of the games, at the end of the season, and then we come out with Battles this year, and you can just tell this line has just been churning out defensive linemen on this field for sure.
7-0 Bulldogs, 10-28 in the first quarter. For those that have just tuned in here on the Hill Media TV, Christian Battles, a 34-yard touchdown run in Fayetteville's initial drive here in the first quarter to put the Dogs up 7-0. And the thing about it is Fayetteville lost 3 seniors off that state championship offensive line, and they just continue to fill in. It's kind of like we saw 2 years ago with the class that just left. They lost that offensive line, the Isaiah Satania group. The next class comes in, and they learn on the run and end up being a state championship team. But some of these guys, I tell you what, Coach Wood is doing a great job with this offensive line.
But also, you know, just to take about these guys here, you know, most teams when they gain a fresh quarterback, a brand new quarterback, you know, they should expect some kind of struggles on the offensive end.
Right.
I mean, the game just started and we already scored. I mean, this is almost as quick as the team's the last 2 years.
Absolutely.
As fast as they could bring the ball up and down the field. So
Keiko set the kickoff. High kick, and we're probably going to see what we've seen from Nathan during his career. Touchback as the Wolverines will take over at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Quentin Thompson, one of the big guys for
and Harris Vincent.
Harris Vincent,
he was,
another one
man,
of those guys.
Yeah, another one of the receivers, man. He was a young guy, but he had a really big game last year. There's
a snap, a lot of pressure. He's going to scramble into the flat. It's going to be complete. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Looks like Kendrick Williams on the stop. Thompson, the quarterback for the Wolverines. Just seems like we've lost their senior quarterback, as this guy's a lot of new quarterbacks have made their embarked on this conference. I mean, when you talk about the Lindsays and the Williams, two of the great ones from that season.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much almost the entire conference didn't bring back a brand new quarterback.
Thompson, high snap, passing the flat. It's going to be hit. Allenbeck. Williams on the stop, the Arkansas commit.
Oh, yeah, I was just about to throw it in there.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down. No, first down. First down. Ball at the West 30.
And one thing about Bentonville West this season is everything is on their opponents that started quick and early, and they got behind the 8 ball super fast in games where they haven't been able to
Thompson
come back.
Up the middle, and he's not going to go anywhere. Mike
Big Jacks.
lose yard. Big Jackson Oliver, the senior defensive tackle. Second and 10. Four wide. Thompson in the shotgun with the single back. Second down. Bulldogs going to come with a little pressure. It's incomplete.
Better not call a flag on that.
Mathis Brady on the coverage.
I mean, hey, this new quarterback, he's dropping them in there. He's not afraid. He's standing in there. I mean, Fayetteville's bringing a little rush and being able to put a little pressure on him, but he's putting that ball right where it needs to go.
Third down from the Wolverine 30. Thompson in the shotgun. Trips left. We'll go empty backfield. There's a snap. He's going to roll to the – he's going to toss it up, and it's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. That just didn't look like it was a play that had any success from the snap. I mean, he was under pressure and out of the pocket seconds from catching football.
I mean, this first drive, first possession on defense for Fayetteville, most of their pressure has come on the right side. So to roll your quarterback out that side is kind of crazy. Well, left side, sorry about that.
Holzhauser back to receive the punt. He'll set up at the Bulldog. We'll call it the 28-yard line. Nice returnable kick. He'll field it around the 21. Cuts to the left. He's at the 30. And he's going to be brought down around the 37-yard line, a return of about 16 for Holzhauser. It's going to be 1st and 10 Bulldogs, up 7-0. 8:38 in the first quarter. There's a flag, we believe. I think that's going to come back a little bit. That was one thing last week, Aaron, in that Texas High game. The Bulldogs penalized a little bit more than what we're accustomed to seeing. Yeah. 9 penalties and 6 of them up the 15-yard version.
Yeah.
Those are some things uncharacteristic for this Bulldog program under Coach Dick.
Oh, yeah. And we have seen that in the years past. And normally what happened is we've caught that L. Hopefully we've been able to kind of realize that and clean that up, which we hadn't had a penalty yet except for this holding that we just had on this punt return. So, and another one.
Another flag.
I jinxed him.
The second penalty on the Bulldogs. So they'll start off 1st and 15 from their own, we'll call it the 22-yard line.
I think right here, Pat, this is one where you take it over the top. You got the safeties down.
Yeah, 2-back set. Give left side to Battles. He puts his foot in the ground. He's going to get across the 25 up to around the 27. So it looks like he'll get that 5 back.
I mean, and
they're going to give him 4 on the play.
And, Pat, this little offensive formation is a whole nother wrinkle. I mean, we got to see it a couple times over the years past, but to have 2 running backs like these 2 you got, you can't beat that.
Off to Johnson. He'll get across the 40 up to the 41-yard line. Well, he'll get the first down.
Oh, it needs to be tight right here.
First down at the Bulldog 40-yard line. 7:52, first quarter. This Bulldog running game is starting to churn them out in big yards. Single back set, 4 wide. Odom in the shotgun. Garrett. He'll scramble around, and he's got a lot of green grass. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to get out of bounds at around the 45-yard line. They're going to give him 5 on the play. And, that's the element, Aaron, that with Odom that maybe they didn't have a lot of last year, with the element of being able to create plays with his legs when the passing lanes are kind of closed down.
I'll tell you, he's a UNLV commit. I'll tell you what's going on out there. They could probably use him this Saturday.
Ball knocked away, intended for Jason Delamar. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 at the Bulldog 45-yard line. 7:26, first quarter. Dogs up 7-0 on a beautiful, beautiful fall Friday night for high school football.
Man, Pat,
what a beautiful night.
You cannot beat this weather on a Friday night.
Odom.
Okay.
Delamar. Ooh. He only gets 1. It's going to bring up 3rd. It's going to bring up 4th and 6. That'll bring out the punt team.
What do you think, Pat? Too early?
Nathan Keiko back to punt for the Bulldogs.
What, is it too early, or are you behind your 50?
I think too early. I think right now, with the way you're playing pace defense, I think you let them continue to establish. The kick, low, takes a Bulldog roll, and it's going to be downed at the 10-yard line of the Wolverines.
Got to a Bulldog bounce on that one.
Oh, what a roll.
Man.
Those type are always kicks that you kind of hope that it gets to you a lot quicker so you can return, but great coverage by the Fayetteville Bulldogs.
Or you can trick the punter turning into accidentally touching it.
Yeah.
You know, you never really know. They almost grabbed him into it. So
Tonight's game is brought to you by CMAC Southern Kitchen, Lindsay and Associates, and First Choice Protection Systems. I want to thank those proud sponsors for tonight's broadcast of Bulldog football. Thompson in the shotgun, trips left, single back set. He'll take the snap under a lot of duress.
Man.
And he's going to be brought down for a big loss inside the 5. Jaden Holt, the senior. Hey, we all know the plays he made. May have made the biggest play, Aaron, of 2024 with that big sack in the state championship game, which really was the play that enabled him to bring it on home.
Oh yeah, they kept it close.
Loss of about 8. Second down. Thompson in the shotgun, four wide. He's going to flip a little tunnel screen, and it's not going to go very, very far, maybe a yard, or I think they're going to call it no gain. So Kessner on the stop. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. 5:35 to go here, first quarter. Wolverines deep in their own territory at the 5-yard line. 4 left, 4 wide. Empty backfield, shotgun set, Thompson. He'll take the snap. He'll be looking. He's trying to flip it over. It's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there by, I believe that's Kenyon Johnson.
And Pat, I can't tell you.
This young man didn't play last year for the fact he played basketball as a sophomore, but decided he wanted to come out. I mean, great cover corner. This kid's got a future. He's just a junior.
I mean,
a junior.
You take a year off from any sport, and you're able to come back and actually get a starting position on the football field, you can't beat that at all.
And they got to be patient, as kicker's going to set up right with his heels on the back line. No room for error. There's a snap.
Oh, that almost
He'll
got
get it off. He's going to take a Wolverine roll. Halsey.
Okay.
He's going to get it across midfield, about a 3-yard return down to the Wolverine 43-yard line where the Bulldogs are set up. They've had a lot of short fields is what you're seeing, Derek.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, I mean, you got to take advantage of it here. And I think if you have one of those safeties creep up, you send somebody on that deep post. Somebody on that deep post. And even then, Jason, half the time, it don't even matter. You can throw the safety in the corner, the kitchen sink at him. He's gonna get that long post. He's gonna get that deep post.
I like this set that they've come out with having Battles and Johnson in the backfield at the same time. A lot of things to think about if you're the defensive coordinator for the Wolverines. Odom in the shotgun. Give to Johnson. And he's going to fight for maybe a yard. Vincent on the stop. He's just all over the field, both sides of the football. Vincent is a football player.
Oh, yeah.
Second down 9 for the Bulldogs. At the Wolverine 42-yard line. Odom. He's going incomplete. A little behind him. Intended for Taylor. With the way the Wolverines are playing in that secondary, they're not going to give up that deep ball. Just as the Texas Tigers did the same thing last week. Odom.
Turn it up.
He's going to stick his foot in the ground, and looks like he's going to be close to the first down. I believe he may have it.
Yep. Like
just by the nose of the football.
Yeah, I was waiting on him
that
to turn
little
it up.
hip movement, that allowed him that 2 yards, Aaron. First down, Bulldogs. At the Wolverine 34-yard line. .359. The give. Johnson. And he's going to weave his way down around the 25. Pick up of close to 9 on the play. Back to the ground and pound, Aaron. Back to the ground and pound. When you have 2 running backs like Johnson and Battles, I mean. And then, you have Odom in the backfield as well. I mean, you basically got 3 running backs
this little wrinkle right here, you can't beat it. You don't know who's getting the ball.
Oh, the wheel roll. My goodness.
That was a touchdown written all over right there, Pat. I can see them coming back to that a little bit later on this game.
I like the little wrinkle.
But also having Johnson and Battles in that backfield with Odom, you're going to have to force those safeties to figure something out. You can't have both of them back too far. They're going to run it right up the middle.
Third and short.
So it kind of depends on what they're going to do here on this third and short.
To give Johnson right side, and he's going to
fight
fight his way up close to the first down. I think he might have it. Guthrie on the stop. 4th and 1. Ball at the 24-yard line. Got to get it to just around the 23 for the first down. 2:59 to go, first quarter. Bulldogs up 7-0. Single back, Twins right. The give to Battles. He'll get the first down and still going. And he's going to carry a host of Wolverines for an extra 6 yards after contact down to the 9-yard line.
But even with
there goes that man.
But even with this being Bentonville West, surely enough with Battles being in the Bentonville school systems, he knows a few of these guys.
Right.
Had to compete against a few of these guys either in junior high or middle school. So that probably add a little feature to this game for him.
1st and goal, single back. The give Battles. And he's going to be stopped for no gain at the line of scrimmage. And with the running game, I mean, Aaron, you're going to have some plays where they don't get the yardage, maybe a no gain or a loss of yardage. For the better part of when they run the football, they're getting 7 to 8 and even more per carry. Second and goal. Odom in the shotgun with single back set. Odom's going to keep it around the left side, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Just not enough room on that side.
No.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal. 1:24 and counting in the first quarter. Dogs leading it 7-0. Trying to get more. Trips right. Battle, single back, shotgun. Odom. There's a snap. Pressure.
There you go.
And he's got a lot of room, makes a man miss, and he's going to get in for the touchdown, Fayetteville. Garrett Odom, 12-yard touchdown run to make it 13-0. And there's that element.
Yep.
Aaron a lot of room, grass, and he's going to take it.
Oh, yeah. If you give him that, you got to take it.
101. Fayetteville goes up 13-0. Nathan Keuchel set to attempt the extra point for the Bulldogs. I like the touchdown and the smoke that goes throughout this place. I like that.
Man, we had the Liberty
Kick
Bell.
up.
That was it. We had the Freedom Bell that they gave us.
They got rid of it. It's good.
They said that's all you can get. No fireworks. You get the bell and that's it.
So it's 101. Fayetteville up 14-0 over the Bentonville West Wolverines. Aaron, I tell you what, offensively, what can the Wolverines do?
I mean, ultimately, when you are somewhat overmatched, you want to try to keep the time of possession where you want to keep the ball in your hands. But, I mean, the running game hadn't worked the first 2 possessions. Passing game, we had a lot of drops from the receivers. So, I mean, you're shooting yourself in the foot if you can't get past 3 plays on that first drive.
Over under. Will he get? Will it be a touchback or will he return it?
Oh, it's a straight touchback. Now, will they do something crazy?
If he don't
with
get a
3 people
touchback,
back
it's
here?
all, you have to record that one. 14-0 Bulldogs.
This was
First quarter. And deep. It's going to be fielded at the 1. He'll get to the right side. Try to reverse it. And he's going to be swarmed right at around the 21. Scores throughout the conference right now had a report. Bentonville over the Harbor Wildcats, 21-0 in the first half. Thompson in the shotgun. 4 wide, single back. Rogers over Northside, 14-0. Thompson, he's looking. It's going to be called. Incomplete. Tidwell. Heritage trailing Springdale 14-7. Second down. About 9. Thompson in the shotgun. Looking.
Ooh, right in his hand.
Intercepted.
There you go, KJ.
Still going.
There we go, Kenyon.
Kenyon Johnson with the interception for the young man, and that has to feel good. I mean, this is a talent that's only going to get better back there as he continues to play. I mean, he was in the right spot. Good things happen when you're in the right spot.
Anytime we go through the receiver hands and you right in the like you said, in the right spot, you come up with a nice surprise. And
Mama, look what I got.
It's good, man. It's good. We had him in the basketball season, man. It's good to see him on the gridiron and getting his first INT, I think, this year.
Think his brother talked him into it?
Or
was it that state championship ring?
That probably was. That's probably what happened.
Whatever it was, we like it.
Oh, yeah.
Being unsportsmanlike on the Fayetteville Bulldogs, I believe that's who they're going to get it on.
Come on, let the kids have fun.
Act like you've been there.
I know, right?
You can't lose 15 yards. Going to bring up first down at the Wolverine 34-yard line for Fayetteville, up 14-0.
Fade to Delamar.
Johnson up the middle, and he's going to get about 4. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 at around the 30. We got somebody in here, and he got the headphones on.
He got headphones on.
Saying nothing.
He ain't saying nothing over there.
Hey, do y'all remember the boiled chicken? Odom.
Oh, no.
And it's going to be overthrown, intended for Delamar. My guy,
boiled chicken.
DC. What up, bro?
What's going on, babe? What's going on? Glad to be in the house with you.
I got to ask you a question. Have you let it go since last week? Because that's what I talked to you yesterday. You still had let it go. Have you let it go?
I'm trying to let it go. You keep bringing it up.
At the end of the quarter here, Fayetteville up 14-0. Tonight's game is brought to you by Lindsay & Associates with an office location in Fayetteville. They have an office location in Rogers and their newest location in Bentonville. It's also brought to you by C-Max Southern Kitchen. And get this, it's just that good. They have locations at 7420 West Sunset Avenue, 2190 MLK Boulevard, 920 South Thompson, and Highway 412 in Siloam Springs. I want to thank them. And lastly, my guy, First Choice Protection Systems. And get this, if you're a veteran, they do honor the veteran discounts. For all security purposes, make sure you get a hold of our good friends at First Choice Protection Systems for all your security needs. Did I do it right? You like that?
Man, you did it. You did it perfect. You did
You
it
like
perfect.
that?
I love it every time you say it. Music to my ears.
What'd you eat tonight?
You know what? I had a little of food up there in the Purple Rain Club, and you know I got to get over here at halftime and check out this C-Max.
The give. Boy, they are just. I mean, it's just ground and pound football.
Oh, yeah.
5 to 6 yards. I mean, guys, what does that say about Fayetteville's offensive line? Is every time. I mean, just big chunks. And it doesn't matter if it's Battles or Johnson or Odom.
I mean, ideally, that's what you want out of your offense. You should be able to hike the ball to the quarterback, give it to your running back, and get you as many yards as you want. It's just that new little wrinkle for him.
Oh, them little flip out. The flash complete.
Charlie Graves.
Charlie, my man, Graves, Mr. Reliable.
But to go back on that food.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Mattingly. I'm sorry. Ty Mattingly.
Go back on
the
that food. If y'all don't know, one of our sponsors, CMAC, is actually they brought the fish down here, right?
Ooh.
We got fish and we got the catfish in the concession stand down there. So, maybe you might need to come out here on a Friday night.
First down at the Wolverine 18.
Got him.
Slant. Touchdown, Fayetteville. Katavian Taylor for the touchdown with 11:17 to go in the half. Going to make it 20-0 Fayetteville.
What's that, Pat?
One thing I'm noticing that he doesn't get a lot of credit. These last 2 weeks, Garrett Odom has stayed in the pocket and started to get that accuracy and trust more of his receivers. That wasn't too evident in the first 2 weeks.
Well, also you add another receiver to the bunch with Taylor coming on the last 3 weeks. I mean, you still got Mr. Reliable, Charlie Graves, Ty Mattingly had a touchdown pass.
We can't
touchdown
forget
catch
JD3.
last week. So, and you can't forget the number one receiver in the state. So it's just one of those things that you wanted to worry about the running backs, then you got 4 different wide receivers that you got to worry about. So, and then the quarterback can run.
Derek, what are you seeing out there right now?
Well, just what I expected. Another touchdown by number 1, Katavian Taylor. The kid is destined to be an SEC player for sure. We can see it in the making, and obviously that was a delayed call on the touchdown. My glasses was clear that it was number 1 catching the ball, but I wanted to make sure that you seen it before I said anything. But again, hats off to Taylor and everything that he's doing, and we just look forward to this Bulldog victory tonight.
The thing that you are seeing with Fayetteville offense is the balance. I mean, they've gotten 2 rushing touchdowns. They've got a passing touchdown. And we're just still in the first half, but that's the one thing you've seen throughout the entire season is the balance of this offense. I mean, they get you so concerned with the run, eventually they're going to sneak it over the top.
But also, I mean, this is evidence of what happened in each of the first 3 games for Bentonville West. Is they got behind the 8 ball fairly quickly in the game, and it just ate them up for the rest of it. So.
We got an updated score in the homecoming of Springdale. They are up over the Heritage War Eagles 21-7. What a job by Coach Brett Hobbs and that staff. Long, high kick, and we're going to say what we normally say, touchback when Nathan kicks it, as the Wolverines will take over at their own 20, down 21-0 with 11:17 in the half.
And, to go back on that Springdale, with their potential being 4-0 after this game, this conference has always been great when Springdale has been great. But, right. Granted, the Bentonville schools, they kind of got behind the ball a little bit this season. So we're going to see as the conference season goes on how they can intertwine with second place. I'm going to just throw that out there.
First down at the Wolverine 20. Thompson will be in the shotgun, trips left, single back. He'll keep it. And he'll get around the right side. Still going.
Wait, what?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Longest run of the night. I believe that might be only the second first down for the Wolverines of West here tonight. First down at the West 30, we'll call it the 33-yard line. Thompson. Here comes a little pressure. They're going to flush him out. He'll get a lot of grass to run to, and he's going to get out of bounds. He'll get another first down. When I have pressure, he's saying I'm going to get out of it. He's been an offensive threat for this football team in this drive, I should say. Ball at the 43-yard line of the Wolverines. Just over 11 minutes left here in the half. Dogs up 21-0.
Yep. Ooh, he Jesus right there.
Ooh.
That's something they did all the time last year was that little bunch.
Zay Burns almost jumped that.
Wide receiver formation that they do. That was almost always a screen pass that they did last year. So
and watching practice this week as I did, the Bulldog defense, they practiced that play over and over. They repped it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was quite obvious. I mean, he jumped that one.
Yeah.
Like he was in the playbook. Thompson, empty set, 5 wide. Second down. Try to get right. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds complete up around midfield.
I don't think he caught that.
Oh, he dropped it.
He heard footsteps.
Woo! He
heard
did hear footsteps. Can't run without the ball. Johnson, he's having himself a night right now.
Oh, yeah.
Brings up a third down, 10.
You couldn't beat those times running to the sideline. I scared him. But he didn't want to catch it. He didn't want to catch it.
Thompson, single back, trips right. Little flip over into the flat. And he's going to be stopped. Picks up maybe 4. Is going to bring up a 4th down. Robley on the stop. 4th and about a long 7. They're going to go for it. I guess down 21-0, you got to do something.
You got to work some kind of magic.
Trying to draw them off sides.
That's what I'm thinking. Good point there, DC. Thompson. And they're going to take the snap.
That's a nice catch.
It'll be complete.
Nice, I think that might have caught the defense off guard just a little bit.
West gets the first down at the Bulldog 45-yard line. Thompson in the shotgun. Trying to get the little intercepted.
Waiting on it.
By the Bulldogs. And
he just came into the game.
Charlie Garton.
What's the flag?
Mr. Garton, and looks like it's going to be another penalty.
Hand the ball off to the referee.
Second personal foul penalty.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call it the extra.
That's a
blindside block. Whoa.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that one.
Normally
but, hey,
they
did.
Normally that results in somebody hitting the field a little hard.
Hey, we didn't see it, but they did.
The announcer saying, ooh, that normally results in that. We didn't even see it. So I think they got it on that very first block.
Bulldogs going to take over at their own 14-yard line, 1st and 10. 9:56 to go in the half, up 21-0. Odom, little flip screen. Johnson. And he's going to get up to the 30, boy.
Man,
one tackle away.
And that's about the third play.
And that would have been 88 and out the gate for the junior running back.
That's about the third play for him tonight, to where he one tackle away. One broke tackle away,
yes.
He's taking it to the house.
Fayetteville's having fun tonight on offense here. And, I mean, they're going in their bag. Offensive coordinator is doing a heck of a job. First down at the Bulldog 30. Odom in the shotgun. Battles is your single back. Wide open. Complete. Mattingly. 10-5. Touchdown, Fayetteville. 70 yards. Ty Mattingly for the touchdown from Garrett Odom. That was a great call. I mean, he was
wide open.
He was wide open.
Mm-hmm.
All he had to do was make the throw and catch, and the rest Ty Mattingly did. 70 yards to make it 28 28-0 Bulldogs. They're in their bag offensively.
Yeah.
This offense is having a lot of fun tonight. What'd you see on that, DC?
Pat, that play looked awful familiar from last week. Didn't it, Pat? We might have took one and put it in our bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas High ran that quite a bit last week.
Quite a bit, sir.
Quite a bit.
Looks like our offensive coordinator is a student of the game.
Guys, I want to talk to y'all about that. I mean, having come off a game like this Bulldog team did, I mean, a very emotional game, which they should have won, to lose that by a point. Talk about just their focus here tonight, here in conference play, to come out and do what they're doing here just in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they got to be up for this game. You know, wanting to get back on their home field and show the fans exactly what they made of. They played an excellent game last week, came up a little bit short, but they still are the Fayetteville Bulldogs.
Right.
They're still that team that you got to go through in order to get to that state championship.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take a lot of good things from what they did. I mean, Odom, not known as a passer, he threw for 5 touchdown passes that game. You know, granted, you still lost, so you still had some things you had to, you know, go back into practice this week and work on. But nobody in Arkansas is beating you in a year.
Hey, you're right about that.
And honestly, if you look at the conference, I mean, there's some games that the other team's gonna have to work a lot harder than Fayetteville is. So, you know, you just kind of got to keep that momentum and knowing that down the road you're gonna play some teams that for some rings, to put it that way.
9:10 left in the half. Bulldogs up 28-0. Ball at the Wolverine 20. Thompson in the shotgun, trips right. He'll take the snap. Under pressure, trying to find someone.
Oh, almost another one.
Almost intercepted. Believe that was Kendrick on the coverage. Almost got another one. This was something that the Bulldogs didn't get a lot of last week, you know, opportunities with takeaways.
Yeah.
And you like to see that from your football team, to be able to take the ball away and give your offense as many opportunities to score as many points as you can. Second down, 4 wide, single back, Thompson in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, drop back, looking. It's complete. Oh, no, incomplete.
Actually,
Williams on the coverage.
Really good coverage there, Pat.
Yes, it was. He's a really good cover guy.
Absolutely.
Is what you notice about employee number 8.
Absolutely.
He's going to bring up third down, 10 from the Wolverine 20-yard line. 8:56 to go in the half. Down 28-0. Empty set. Thompson's going to be in the shotgun. 9 on the play clock. This Fayetteville crowd is making a lot of noise. Here comes the pressure. He's going to try to get to the right side. He'll get up. He's going to get the first down. And there's going to be a penalty. Looks like an extra hit. Burns on the stop. What are we going to get?
We got a late hit out of bounds on a QB.
No, we're going to get a holding.
No. They threw that
come
late.
Back.
I mean, they threw the flag up here. He was already passed. Okay. I mean, I thought the receiver back here maybe, but.
It's going to bring up a third down and 5 at the 25-yard line for the Wolverines. 8:48 to go in the half. Dogs up 28-0. It has been all purple rain here in the first half. For those of you that have just tuned in to our Bulldog broadcast, Thompson in the shotgun, trips right.
Ooh,
whoa! What a hit!
Oh, they're gonna get him. They're gonna get him. They're gonna get him for targeting. But that swim move was.
Hold on the hit. No, I'm not sure about that.
I don't think
I'm not sure about that. I think that's just a missed block and a hit
again, Pat, we're seeing it more and more in the high school football game. Anytime there is a hit with forcible contact, they're calling a penalty every time.
Wow.
That
That just looked like a
It's not a
Jadavian
penalty.
Clowney play right there.
It's
To
not
me.
a
that
Just
swim,
a
that
great
swim
play.
over.
I'm not.
And,
Oh,
my,
wow.
That was quick. He did it quickly.
Oh, wow. I thought he tackled the side, the shoulder pad, and ran through him is what I thought.
Wow.
I mean, you can't coach a better play, a better tackle. They're going to give the 15-yard version. Oh, my.
They kicked him out the game?
Wow.
Okay. They might as well give the quarterback a flag to put on the side, man. This is what we're doing. Just give him a flag.
How big is this penalty? 15 yards. That was a huge penalty. All the way up to the 40-yard line? 15, yep. First down. Thompson in the shotgun. Under pressure. Nice throwback. Ooh! Oh, my goodness. Cattle rope season right there on the hold.
Oh, man. I got that one on camera. Pat, that qualifies for assault. We need to get an officer
That's
out there.
takedown.
The hold, the face mask.
We need an officer out there to check on everything.
I thought for a minute I seen some parents getting ready to run on the field.
We might have had a mugging on that field right there. DC, you a menace. Whoa, we're going to get the hold. It's going to come all the way back.
Pat, let's say this, though. Did you see the effort
Yes.
that Zay Burns just put on the play?
Yeah.
The guy had nobody else within 15 yards. If he doesn't make that football
Right.
play, that's a big play.
Yeah. You talk about that, Derek. You talk about this is a guy that's in his senior year. He's waited and he's paid his dues and just kept on grinding. And you see the evidence of the effort.
Big effort
draws
play.
a big-time play.
Yep.
It's going to bring up first down. And there's another one. I think we're going to get an illegal procedure, false start. That's going to back him up 5 more. It's going to take him back to the 32-yard line. It's going to bring up a 1st and 19, it looks like, or 18. 7:49 to go, first half, 28-0 Bulldogs. Thompson in the shotgun. He'll roll right. Gonna try to get outside. Here comes the pressure. This Fayetteville defense, Derek and Aaron, the speed that they display when chasing down the football.
Didn't he just cross the line of scrimmage?
Mobley on the coverage.
It was very close.
Yeah, that's why I
close.
was looking for the down marker or just to double check. 'Cause I felt like he crossed the line.
It's going to be incomplete, brings up a second down. .36. First half, Bulldogs 28, Wolverines 0. Thompson in the flat. It's going to be complete. Davis on the reception. Johnson on the coverage. It's going to bring up third down and about, call it a long 12. So they're going to say 3rd and 13. From the west 37-yard line. 4 wide. Thompson, shotgun, single back set. 10 on the play clock. Here's a snap. He'll roll right. And it's going to be, they're going to say he caught that?
Mm-hmm.
Vincent on the reception.
No replay in high school until you get to the state playoffs.
That looked like it hit the ground. But anyway, it's going to be a first down into Fayetteville territory at the 49. Thompson. He'll loft it up, and it's going to be just thrown out of bounds, nowhere to go as everybody was covered. Great coverage in the back end for Fayetteville. If you notice, Aaron and Derek, they're trying to get Thompson on the sprint outs, get him away from the pressure. I mean, what do you think? Good or bad?
I mean, it's good because you're giving your quarterback a little bit more time. But, I mean, Fayetteville's defensive ends, they're keeping the contain. And then if he does get out of the contain, the quarterback, the offensive line's been holding the last few plays. So, I mean, it's working in their advantage, but almost not really.
Second down, Thompson in the shotgun. He'll take the snap.
Oh, he's open.
And there's complete.
There you go. Good stop. It's a good
Johnson
tackle right
on the
there.
tackle. It's going to be a first down. Down to the Fayetteville.
And that's why that movement's good, Pat, because he had
37.
everybody going to the right, and then he come back to the left. That's why that movement's good.
Hey, he's been a problem for Fayetteville. The handoff off the right side. He'll bounce it outside. And he's going to be stopped for about a pickup of maybe 3 across the 35. Brings up a second down. About 7. 6, they're going to call it. They're getting some good spots.
Yeah.
4 wide, single back. Thompson in the shotgun. Stand, roll. It's going to be complete. Vincent. Brady on the stop. Hadn't seen Brody Jones out in coverage lately. Number 3 for Fayetteville, the junior. Thompson.
No, he dropped it.
Incomplete. Intended for Thompson. Q Thompson. 5-12. 28-0. Second down for the Wolverines inside Fayetteville territory down at the 22-yard line. Complete. Davis. Going to be a first down, tackle by Williams. It's going to bring up first and goal for the Wolverines. Right at around 5 minutes. First and goal Wolverines. Trips right. And there's going to be a penalty. Look like we're going to get some movement. Looks like we're going to get some movement. Ball is at the Fayetteville 8-yard line. Fayetteville's been doing a little zone soft coverage back there on the back end and on this drive, guys.
Well, you know, I mean, with it being 28-0, you kind of not necessarily relax on defense, but you know, you kind of let off the gas somewhat a little bit, and not try not to blitz as much. But also, we had a couple penalties that this drive should have been over 3-4 minutes ago, and Bentonville West has been able to kind of sustain it and keep it going, and they got their first trip in the red zone right now. So
4:40 and counting in the half. Dogs up 28-0. First and goal.
Not anymore.
Errant snap, and he's just going to pick it up and throw it away. Did have a receiver in the vicinity. I was thinking the same thing until I looked in the end zone. There was a West receiver within 5 or so yards of the football. Great play by Thompson, though, guys, just to get it. I mean, not even try to make a run, to throw it to someone close and not take such a big loss. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Ball at the Bulldog 13-yard line. .428. Thompson is in the shotgun. Empty set. Looking. Flips it over. And he just squeezes it in. And he'll get it down around the 5. Complete to Nash.
A lot of little confusion going on both
Burns
sides.
on the stop. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I seen that same confusion you were talking about.
No, like,
we had D linemen dropping into coverage,
it was crazy. Like,
so it looked a little crazy there for a minute.
Thompson, single back, trips right. He'll take the snap, rolling to the right side, trying to get outside. He's going to flip it. It's going to be incomplete. And he got a hit.
Decision
Brady.
time.
It's going to bring up 4th and goal.
You take the 3, or you going for 4? Going on in a 4?
4:13, and you noticed that too. Our producer just made a great point. It took him a few minutes to get up. I believe those hits are adding up.
I'm gonna tell you,
He's still thinking about that hit from
they going for it, but I like the points.
Oh yeah, I think you got to at this point in the game.
It's
you
just a
have no other
morale
choice.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
4th and goal. And looks like West is going to take a timeout with 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the half, down 28-0. For those that have just tuned in, I want to let everyone know that tonight's broadcast comes to you by our sponsors, Lindsay and Associates, CMAX Southern Kitchen, and First Choice Protection Systems. We want to thank those great businesses for their proud sponsorship of Fayetteville High football on Friday night. Beautiful night, guys. I mean, when you look out, a lot of purple and white making its way through Bulldogs Stadium in Harmon Field. I mean, that just has to be special.
Yeah.
If you're a parent and being a former player, I mean, you like to see the love.
Yeah, you just, it's nothing like it, man. That purple in this arena here is just absolutely phenomenal. So we love it. That's why we're here Friday nights in Harmon Field.
Hey, if you can see DC, I mean, he purpled down.
Absolutely.
He got the nice hat on. We're going to get a shot of him, D. We're going to get a shot of him before the game's over. 4th down. Ball at the Bulldog 5 for the Wolverines. Thompson, 4 wide, single back set. Trying to get,
Route.
looking.
Got him.
It's going to be a touchdown. Q Thompson on the touchdown.
Found him in the back of that end zone.
Blown assignment on back there in the secondary. He was wide open.
Seemed like he had a lot of time in the pocket.
Yes,
though,
a
to throw
lot
that
of
ball.
time. Pretty good line. You have to give the offensive line right there on that play some credit for great protection.
No, I mean, this is if you take any of the games Bentonville West have played these 4 weeks, all of them have kind of been like this.
Yes.
You know, their opponents has kind of got out to them real quickly, and they started to kind of get their feet somewhat in the second quarter and finally put some points on the board. I mean, one thing if you're Fayetteville, you want to use this 4 minutes and be able to go down and get you another touchdown or score a field goal or something. Put some more points on your side just so that, you know, you're not having to worry too much.
4:07 in the half, 28-7 Fayetteville as the Bentonville West Wolverines get on the scoreboard with a 5-yard touchdown pass from Trey Thompson to Q Thompson, Thompson to Thompson. Back deep set to receive for the Bulldogs of Fayetteville will be Katavian Taylor and Caleb Johnson, both juniors for the Bulldogs. Both very important juniors in this program. I believe Johnson took an unofficial visit several weeks ago to Missouri State.
He absolutely did. I believe Taylor may be taking the same trip tomorrow.
Wolverines set to kick off. Short kick. It's going to be fielded. Good cut back. Up the middle, and he's going to get to the 30. Holzhauser. Landon showing fleet of feet tonight, guys. Landon's a catcher for the Fayetteville baseball team, and a darn good one, I might add.
Absolutely. Our team here loaded with Fayetteville Bulldog baseball
Yes.
players, right?
Should be a favorite to win the state tournament, state championship this year.
Pat, I want to throw some scores out there. Springdale going to halftime 35-7. Rogers going to halftime 21-7. And Bentonville going to halftime 42-7. Oh, and there's a wide open receiver.
Complete to Delamar.
Charlie Graves.
Graves. I'm sorry, Graves.
Mr. Reliable.
See, they wear a lot of the same swag on Friday nights. Charlie Graves down to the West 24-yard line. What a great call by the offensive coordinator of Fayetteville. I'm telling you guys, DC Aaron, they're having a lot of fun tonight on that side of the ball. I mean to tell you. Purple is raining tonight. Split backs. And it's going to be I think they'll get a timeout. West with 3:32 to go here in the half. It's all Fayetteville up 28-7 with the ball at the Heritage West 24-yard line. Give me your take on the offense, guys. I mean, what's been the big keys and why have they been so successful here early in the season, and in particular tonight?
It's the ability to run the football and continue to mix it up. The offensive coordinator is really positioning himself to be able to call whatever he wants,
right?
Because he's effective at running the football.
Good point.
And so when they do that, it opens up the running of the passing game so wide. That's the reason why you see the one-on-one matchups on the outside, because they're having to come down and respect the run, and it's hard when you have to double team a Delamar or a Katavian Taylor. You're going to leave Manley and Graves wide open.
Oh, no, I mean, I second everything Calvin said. I mean, this running game is just – I mean, it's taking this offense to a different level.
Odom. He's looking.
Open right there. He missed him.
Oh, he's going to scramble, and he's going to take a sack, I believe, on that one.
He had Taylor across that middle.
You got to trust that, huh? Got to trust that a little bit. Got to trust that. He's going to take a loss, a big loss, probably 8 on the play, and I'm pretty sure the OC's not happy about that. Just cannot take those lost yardage plays. Now, you still are within range of Nathan Keuchel if that's what this sequence ends up.
I mean, I completely understand it not throwing it, but anytime you get Taylor or Delamar in one-on-one coverage, you just got to throw it.
Odom.
Oh, man.
Off to Battles. He breaks a tackle. 10-5 touchdown, Christian Battles.
Oh, my God.
32 yards. I mean, I tell you what. It's a Battles on the field tonight.
I'll tell you right now.
Christian Battles.
You know, back when I was in school, it was fun and all. Yeah, it was fun during the game, but once Tuesday roll around, all of these 15-yard penalties that we got, those gassers were unforgiving on a Monday and Tuesday.
Another 15-yard penalty.
We did a backflip in the end zone.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Act like you've been there, Fayetteville. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. It was a great backflip. It was a great backflip.
I'll tell you right now.
The kick is up and good.
I'll tell you right now. Those bear crawls, though, on Monday and Tuesday. Well, I tell you, them bear crawls. You're going to hate that backflip on a Friday when you got to do bear crawls come that Monday and Tuesday.
So with 2:47 to go in the half, Fayetteville up 35-7 as they answer the Wolverine touchdown with their own 31-yard jaunt by senior running back Christian Battles. Guys, let's talk about Christian. I mean, he's having a year running that football that I don't think a Fayetteville running back has had. Now, we did have a 1,000-yard running back in my guy, Christian Setzer. But talk about battles, and again, let's go back to that tremendous offensive line and what they're doing up front, led by senior Rylan Lunningham.
Well, obviously, you got a big back like that, and as you've seen on that play, we've seen a lot of reaching and grabbing, which is not going to get that job done. But we understand.
You call it reaching and grabbing?
Yeah, some of those guys out there making a business decision, and we understand that. But, again, the offensive line, again, as you can see, is controlling the line of scrimmage. They open up the running lanes, and obviously the running backs are doing the rest.
I mean, even with battles, I mean, this kid, he's big, so you think he doesn't have that shiftiness or that quickness. But as soon as this dude put his foot into the ground, he's running right past you.
And I'm going to give you a little caveat. He also, too, was a baseball player.
Yeah. I think he won the top 10 in the state.
Oh.
Matter of fact, just to throw that onto that baseball team over there, the added expectation.
2:44 left in the half. Was that a pooch kick?
It absolutely was a pooch kick.
35-7. Ball will be at the
Then we're trying to be
Wolverine
like the
47-yard
Volunteers a
line.
couple weeks ago, and kick a offside kick just to practice when we're up by 30. You know what I mean? You got to practice that.
Thompson to give. And
Ooh.
he's going to be stopped. Just not very much running space tonight for the Wolverines as Brady on the stop for the Bulldogs. I mean, the running lanes are just not there, guys. No gain on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 10. .214. The snap low. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down. Vincent on the reception. First down. There's the handoff up the middle.
Oh, come on.
Big run. Nash.
23, Snicker? You got a cast on his leg. Did y'all know that?
First down. Ball at the Bulldog 29-yard line for Wolverines. Thompson in the shotgun. Low snap again. Here comes pressure.
You didn't stop, don't it?
Going to flip it out of bounds, incomplete. Second down at the Bulldog 29 for the Wolverines. Thompson in the shotgun. Trips left. Up the middle.
Come on now.
It's going to be stopped across the 25 down to around the 23-yard line. Want to bring up third down. Nash on the carry. Under a minute. Stopped by Horton.
How many timeouts Bentonville West got?
Gardner. Garton on the stop as well. Brings up a third down. And about 4 at the 23-yard line of Fayetteville. The Wolverines 4 wide. Thompson in the shotgun with the single back. There's the give to Nash. Trying to find us some room. He's not going to get the first down. He'll be close. Maybe a pickup of 2.
They just called a timeout.
It's going to be a timeout. 16 seconds. Stop Horton and Tidwell on the stop for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a 4th down. You think they're going to come with that same drag play that they scored on? And if you're Fayetteville, do you blitz? Or what do you do
quite
on
possibly they would do that, Pat. But, my mind, I got to ask you, what do you think about the clock management in that situation where they were at? I mean, they ran a bunch of time off the clock before getting that playoff.
Yeah, they did.
And now you don't give yourself a chance here with just 16 seconds with no timeouts left.
Right.
So you got to pick up a first down. That's going to be in the middle of the field. You don't get another playoff.
And, guys, maybe if they do get the ball back at half to start the third quarter.
But if you do that, you might as well just run the clock out and kick a field goal.
You get points. I think you get points.
I mean, here you should if you got a field goal kicker, you need to kick the field goal.
Absolutely, you should kick the field goal here.
But it don't look like they're going to.
Because if you pick up the first down and you don't score, the clock's going to stop. But as soon as it resets, you're not going to get that playoff.
Fourth down. Ball at the Bulldog 22-yard line for the Wolverines. Thompson in the shotgun. Single back. He'll take the snap.
That's a hold right there. He just took him down.
They called it.
There's going to be a hold on the play.
It's
going to come back.
They got a lineman down, too.
Oliver and Garton on the stop. There's a injured Wolverine on the field. Going to get a holding, 10-yard penalty on the Wolverines. That's going to make it a 4th and 12. It's going to spot the ball all the way back to the 31-yard line.
So much
for
that
Fayetteville.
To your point, that's why they should kick the field goal.
So much for those points. Because those ain't coming now.
So, Pat, one thing I wanted to bring your attention, I want to bring your attention. I found out that we're getting a little, high fancy here at Fayetteville High School. We got a get-back coach assigned to Casey Dick. So for those that are watching with us, they can't see that down on the field.
Yeah.
We have ourselves a get back coach. I mean, now that's
is that the one down in the gray with the hoodie on with the black sleeves, looking all nice?
Absolutely, that's him.
Hey, that is a nice pullover.
That's a nice pullover.
What you bet I get it?
I'm gonna audition for that job.
You bet I get it? What you bet I get that?
I think you will. I don't put anything past you.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
4th down and 12. Back at the Bulldog 31. 11 seconds, I believe, left. Thompson. He's going to drop back, and here comes the Bulldogs with the pressure. He's going to be dropped. I believe that's Jaden Holt.
No, I'm going to tell you, this Will Price.
We're going to get Will Price, but I thought Jaden Holt, we're going to credit him with a little bit of that tackle.
We haven't called his name much this game, but this Will Price,
the junior linebacker special.
I've seen him all over this field putting pressure on the quarterback.
You ought to see him on special teams. You're going to call his name a lot.
He's really impressed me this first half. Just making the little plays outside of being the one to make the big tackle or anything like that. He's been all over this field tonight.
Dogs take over on downs, up 35-7 as they're going to just knee it and go into the locker room up 28 at half. Johnson, he's going to fight for a few extra yards, and we're just going to take it on into the locker room at the half with the Bulldogs leading 35-7. We're going to take us a quick break, maybe get something to drink, and we'll be back with the second half. You're watching Bulldog football on the Hill Media TV.
next level, and just to see what the future does.
Now, being a wide receiver, I know last year was your first year playing the wide receiver position. You
Right.
had formerly been a quarterback and a damn good one, I should say. But what was that transition like, Katavian, for you? That's last year now into this year. How much have you grown from what you learned as a sophomore?
I was always like the quiet guy. Like I thought I could just
You
learn
quiet?
stuff. Yeah, I was
Come
a quiet guy.
on now.
I never said too much. I thought I could just learn it on my own, but like it didn't work like that. I had to ask a lot of questions and just pay attention. I thought it would come normal, but like it don't work like that.
Talk about Coach Justin Jordan and having him as a coach. I mean, when you look at the history of how many receivers he's had over the course of the last 3 or 4 years that are putting up big numbers, led the state, catches and touchdowns, with Isaiah, Kalen, and then last year Jason Delamar. How big is that to be playing under a coach that has so much success with wide receivers?
Coach Jordan, he's a good guy. He has a good personality. He coached my brother back in the day when he was a defensive coach corners. He's always sending me videos trying to make me better. He's a funny guy too. I can say that.
Is that wide receiver cool? What would you rate the Fayetteville High wide receiver unit in the state? Are y'all? Would you put? Would you
we're
be up
number
at
one.
the top?
We're number one. We're number one.
Now, what is it to learn from seeing a guy like Charlie Graves and also Jason Delamar, two really impressive seniors that's been in that room with you? How much pressure for the three of y'all do you guys feel to have to perform each and every night? And I know is that something that you feed into?
Not really. But every game we know we always got a target on our back, and we gotta like perform to the best. We gotta always put an A game on. Even though they play baseball, they got a lot of I'm not gonna say learning to do, but like it's just probably hard on them because they're a two-sport athlete. They got to keep their bodies going at all times.
Now I want you to tell me about this chicken sandwich you just ate. How you feeling?
It was good.
That
fish was fire. Yeah, that was fire. Number one fish.
What's the one play that you remember to date? I know from your freshman, sophomore, junior. What's that one game or play that sticks out to this point for you, see?
Probably last year in the state game when I was at running back, went in motion, and caught the ball that put us back in the game.
Describe what's the one uniqueness about being a Fayetteville Bulldog?
Just everything. Like we're all one big family. I like that purple and black, tough, and just like, yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna ask my final question. I'm at the stadium. I buy some popcorn. I get my Coke. I go to the top of the bleachers. That ball's kicked off. What type of football player will I see in number one, Katavian Taylor, for those 4 quarters?
Active, fast. You'll see probably a little goofiness here and there, but like you'll see a lot of speed on the field, a lot of pointing, talking, putting them in the places they need to be at. Has
it been a real big adjustment going from Drake to Garrett? And what are those similarities? I mean, what does Drake bring that maybe you guys didn't have last year?
I'd probably say a little more probably deep balls, but other than that, nothing different.
Well, hey, that's the junior Katavian Taylor. Hey, you get used to that name. CT, you're going to hear about a long time forward, not even this year, but he's got another year, people. That's the good thing about it. Hey, we'll be right back with senior Charlie Graves. It's the KC Dick Show on the Hill Media TV. Hey, guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it. And welcome back here live at the KC Dick Show. We're here at C-Max Southern Kitchen at 2190 MLK Boulevard, and I'm joined now by my man, senior wideout, Mr. Charlie Graves. What's up?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm all right. Charlie, senior year. What has stuck out to you to this point about your time as a Fayetteville Bulldog?
Oh, man. I mean, I kind of have, like, the classic story, so it's kind of, I mean – play on the freshman team as a freshman, a little bit of special team sophomore year, and as a junior, I didn't think that I was going to get a ton of opportunities because Locke was here. But then whenever he went down, I kind of stepped up and took on his role, and I thought I did a great job with it. And so it's meant a lot, just being able to, receive that opportunity. And I kind of got lucky, but, being in the position, where I could just step in and take over and have success, shows a lot.
Being in that wide receiver group, I watched you a lot, as you said, your freshman and then your sophomore year. I mean, what was it that you were able to learn watching a guy like Isaiah Satania or Kalen Morris, and now, being in the same class and watching how JD3, develop? I mean, and also, too, last question, Justin Jordan, how special is he as your coach out there at that wide receiver spot?
Man, I think Justin and Zach, I mean, they're both very beneficial in the drills that we do. I mean, it all relates. I know as soon as the other day, I think we missed a long ball in practice, and then in our individual work, we were working on over-the-shoulder catches over and over and over, and then we saw I think Katavion was the one that made 3 of them in a row in practice. It was that drill just popped up right there. So what we're doing always has a purpose, and I think our coaches are great at keeping it fun, keeping it different, but also just letting us know we got to stay on the grind and do all that.
Now, Mr. and Mrs. Graves, they play a big factor in your life. I mean, very supportive, known you for quite some time. Talk about how special it is to have parents that when you look up in the stands. I mean, no matter where you're at, because you're a baseball and a football guy as well, just that they're always, their presence is always there.
It's very special because I know how much time, money, effort, and how exhausted they've been. They still always, took me to my practice, my training, et cetera. And it means a lot to have, I know not everyone has people that care that much or are willing to do that or can do that even. So it's definitely, very special, and that's why I have a lot of my success.
Now, you have committed to play baseball. I mean, you're a very, very high talent in baseball. I believe one of the top 9 or 10 players in the state of Arkansas. What went into that, you choosing the school that you chose?
I chose Daytona State because, one, it's just right on the beach, and you ask anyone, I've always been a beach kid, through and through. You can probably kind of tell. I mean, I think I have a Florida shirt on right now, Seaside, 38. But I love the beach, and that was a big factor. And I have a couple buddies who I played with this summer that are a year older than me, so they're there right now. And they kind of were like, do you want to play? They kind of got me in contact with the coach. That's another part. So I started developing a good relationship with him. And then whenever he saw me play, he gave me a full ride. And, I was like, it's free. It's at the beach. It's with some great guys and great coaches. And it all kind of came together. And I was like, this is an awesome opportunity.
How special is this senior group, and just what makes you guys so much more different than maybe the classes prior?
I feel like I'll give 24 some credit. So I'll say 24s, 25s, 26s compared to any other 3 that you would pick out, say 25, 26, 27. The relationship between those 3 was just super deep, super special. It's like a family. So if I were to pick, 2 years to go back to back, I would have to say this year because you didn't have the 24s, Bid Dog, and the 26s last year that were young. And you didn't have, Locke and Mason, Big Dog and Katavion or whatever. It was everyone was just equal. Everyone was a family. Everyone got to work together. So last year it showed up on the field. We looked connected. And then coming into this offseason, it's we lost a lot, but it didn't feel like we lost a lot because you had guys like Reed and Luke who had to replace Noah Jansky and
Mr. Jones,
Landon, and they just stepped up, and it was probably easy for them because those guys were paved the way. It was,
Charlie, what type of mentality will it take for the Fayetteville Bulldogs to repeat as conference champs and maybe be that undisputed, because you guys went 7-0 last year? What type of mentality is it going to take starting on Friday night?
I think it's the mentality, not just Friday, but through the whole week that we had through the bye week and last week. treating every team like they want to, take your pride, take something from you, acting like know that you have the target on your back, and you got to treat every game like it's the biggest game. And when you do that, you'll start to see the good teams will battle with you, and if you do your best, and we have more talent than every team, in my opinion, we're going to win. And you see the teams that aren't as good, they're going to give up. They're going to quit whenever you put it on them. No one starts beat up. No one starts quit. I mean, no one starts down. Everyone wants your best shot because you're Fayetteville.
Right.
But, you're going to see some teams lay down whenever we put it on them. So the thing that we got to do, we got to put it on them. That's the thing.
Look in the camera, Charlie, and let everybody know why they should come out Friday night and support the Fayetteville Bulldogs at Harmonfield.
Because we're the number one team in the state, and we're going to win state this year. And so if you want to watch a state championship caliber team, you got to come out and support.
When people think about this 2024 offense, what's the one word you wanted to say about the Fayetteville Bulldogs?
Electric.
I like that. Well, hey, that's going to wrap it up here today, as Coach Dick had to step out, has an administrative meeting he has to get to. But I want to thank senior wide receiver Charlie Graves, senior defensive lineman Jackson Oliver, and junior wide receiver Katavian Taylor for being guests here on the show. Hey, if you're not doing anything, Friday night, the Bulldogs host the Bentonville West Wolverines, 7 p.m. at Harmon Field. We will be on the coverage at 6:10 with kickoff at 7. For signing out from my man Demetrius and all my boys, it's a dog's world. It's been the KC Dick Show on the Hill Media TV. And what does it always say? Let's get it. Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it. And welcome back here live for the start of the second half here at Harmon Field in Fayetteville, Arkansas, on the campus of Fayetteville High School, where the Bulldogs are leading it 35-7 in the opening 7A West Conference matchup versus the Bentonville West Wolverines. Nathan Keuchel set to kick off as the Wolverines will receive to start the second half.
Pat, I might as well give me a couple of touches since I'm on the microphone right here.
At the one will be received.
Ooh.
Get to the second level, still going. He's going to get up around the 30. They'll spot him right at the 30-yard line. Thompson casting on the stop for the Bulldogs. Keys to the second half, Derek. What do we got?
You thought that clock was still running.
Wolverines will take over at their own 31-yard line, 1st and 10 to start the third quarter. Thompson. Single back, 4 wide. Take the snap.
He caught it.
Going to be complete. Q Thompson. He's made some really good plays here late in the ball game, Derek.
Pat, let me ask you, do you think it is time where we could maybe the safeties, the corners can step up and maybe do a little press and see how they would cover?
You would like to see that, DC, because as we've noticed, even last week you go back to when they're off, they like to run that little 5-yard turnaround. Trey Thompson in the shotgun, single back set, 4 wide. Second down. Give off the right side to Nash. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of about 2.
That's 22.
Kestner on the stop. Third and about 2. Ball at the 38-yard line. No 39-yard line of West. They'll have to get it up to just close to the 41. The give. And he's going to be stopped.
They get him for a face mask?
No, that's a holding on the offensive line.
Jackson Oliver
Jax.
with another TFL.
It looked like that quarterback got stepped on a little bit, maybe. Maybe got his hand
What do I
stepped
have
on.
here? Looks like it's going to be.
Got him for a face? No.
What?
Yep.
Oh, my. Looks like this is going to be a Bulldog penalty. Yep.
Okay. Face mask.
Another 15-yard penalty for Fayetteville. When you think about it, that's 9 15-yard penalties. And it's not very egregious, but it's just something that if you're a staff, you don't like to see. I mean, you're going to get 15-yard penalties.
Pat Monday is going to
Fayetteville's
be.
come up with 9 in 2 weeks.
Pat Monday is going to be a day for these boys. I'm telling you right now. Coach is just tallying them up, bear crawling the whole practice going to be nothing but bear crawls.
I don't know if that's fair, but I guess anytime you grab the mask in high school, it's 15.
Yeah.
First down, inside Fayetteville territory at the 47-yard line. Thompson, little flip, and he's going to be swamped.
Wow.
Whoa. And he's going to break tackles and go all the way, a missed tackle.
No, it was a tip pass.
Tip pass.
It was a tip screen to Venison, and
Wow.
he tipped it in the air and went right over the corner and went right into Q's hands.
Touchdown, West, Q Thompson. 47-yard run. Wow.
Went right into his hands. Had a convoy of linemen right in front of him.
10-31 here in the third quarter. Extra point will make it 35-14. Snap, the kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 10 minutes and 31 seconds, and there's some laundry on the ground. What we got here? Been a lot of penalties in tonight's game. It seems like. Another offside penalty by Fayetteville.
So they blew the play dead before the kick.
Yes. If it's one thing I think the Bulldogs are going to have to really hone in on, it's just the little penalties. You don't want that to continue to rear its ugly head and at the wrong time. I mean, 35-14, you can get away with it, but I think as the season goes on, you got to kind of clean that up. Extra point's going to make it 35-14 with 10:31 to go in third quarter. Guys, if you're Bentonville West, I mean, how lucky of a play was that? And then what does that do to your momentum or your psyche for the rest of this ball game? First, I want to start with you, Derek.
Well, I mean, they come out to half, they get a score. Obviously, you don't like to see that on a tip play or something like that. But the defense was playing solid prior to that, so I'd like to see them settle down and get back and score and get back out there and get after it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the penalties. I mean, they kept the first drive that they scored on. They kept their drive alive on that. What was that, pass interference call or one of those, or the late hit on the quarterback, the flagrant hit on the quarterback. I said flagrant like it's basketball, but I mean, we just kind of kept these drives alive on these little bitty kind of tic-tac little penalties that allowed them to score 14 points. But like I said, it's 35-14, and you just need to continue to establish our offense, doing the right things, and hopefully as we trend towards the end of this game, we don't have too many more personal foul penalties. But I would be offside kicking right now.
Wolverines set to kick off, back deep. Johnson, a little onside kick as they'll try.
You got it.
And they're going to come away with it.
You got nothing to lose.
You called it, and here's the thing. Everybody on the front line was going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And so no attention to detail at all about that.
West takes over the second week in a row they've gotten it on a kick.
I mean, you can tell by the way they were. I mean, everybody lined up in the 3-point stands. That should have brought some type of awareness to the front five on the kick return team.
Fayetteville back on the football field, and guys, if you get a touchdown here, now we've got ourselves a new ball game and momentum now built for the Wolverines of Bentonville West, and that's not what or how you want to start the third quarter here as the Bulldogs have.
But I would
Back on
say
the field.
for Bentonville West, for Fayetteville, for them to put pressure on me, you have to score on this drive. You haven't shown me anything that you're able to sustain a drive without my mistakes. So if I can eliminate my mistakes, then
Give up the middle, Nash. It's going to get about 6, maybe 7 on the play. Down to the 42, make it second
Give him 5.
and 5. Tidwell and Oliver on the stop. Haven't seen a Brody Jones sighting in the ball game since early in the game. Thompson, he'll take the snap. Here comes pressure. He'll get away from it, and he's going to slide and get the first down.
wow, another penalty.
What are they saying here?
Late hit.
On Jackson Oliver.
Oh, my goodness.
I think that they could call on the
Another 15 yards.
he was upset about the play.
The 15-yard version has really been a bugaboo for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. The third 15-yard penalty of tonight, guys.
Jackson felt he was being held.
Wait a minute. This is longer than 15.
Yeah, Jackson felt he was
slid
being
up
held
about
on
the
the
30.
play.
A little bit before the 30.
They're being aided by penalties is how the West Wolverines are moving the football by the Fayetteville Bulldogs giving up these 15-yard penalty versions. Down inside the Bulldog 25, first down. 9:31. Thompson is going to scramble.
We got one. He overthrew him.
It'll be incomplete. Brings second down.
Flag.
Another flag.
Should be holding.
What we got here?
Better be holding.
It's going to be holding on West once
Come
we
on,
get
referee.
the call. Penalty was declined. Second down. Ball at the Bulldog 23-yard line for the Wolverines of West, trailing 35-14. 9:20 in the third quarter. Right side Nash. He's going to pick up the first down.
I mean,
Right now, there's some momentum shifting in this stadium,
middle of
guys.
this second quarter, man, the runs have been a little bit longer. Granted, it's still a lot of unforced errors or forced errors by Fayetteville as far as, these personal foul penalties and the different penalties that we're getting to sustain the Bentonville West drives. But, at some point, it's time to get through that line and hit somebody.
First down.
Ooh.
Jet
Nice.
sweeping. It's
Nice
going to be tackled
tackle.
for a loss by Kenyon Johnson.
And that's
It's going to be loss of close to 5 on the play.
That's the second shoestring tackle that if he don't make that tackle, it's going for 6 that he's made in this game tonight.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 15 all the way back to the Bulldog. We'll call it the 17-yard line.
I think if he would have tackled him any higher, he wouldn't have made the tackle.
8:37 and counting, third quarter. Split backfield. Thompson in the shotgun. They're going to throw the fade route.
Nice.
Incomplete. I believe that's Mathis Brady on the coverage. Seems like they're trying to go at number 4 in tonight's ball game. Great, well-defended play. Brings up 3rd down and 15. Have to get it just down inside around the 3, close to the 2 for a 1st down. You got to think that we're in 2-down territory.
Absolutely.
For the Wolverines.
I mean, especially with how they came out in the second half. They're running the play clock. Granted, they've been able to score fairly quickly, but they're running it down, trying to get this time off the clock as much as they can.
Thompson.
Nice.
And he's going to be dropped. I believe that's Big Jackson Oliver. I'll tell you what, guys, big number 99 has really elevated his game here in the early going of this season. I mean, you just have to be really impressed with the young man. And it's quite evident when he was out last week, that was a big difference, we'd have to say, in that ball game.
Absolutely. Definitely makes a difference on controlling the line of scrimmage.
4th down. They're going to go for it. 4th and a mile. Ball's all the way back at the 28-yard line.
Oh, he's coming.
Will Price.
He's going to be brought down.
Will Price.
The guy we were talking about before halftime.
With the big sack, the junior linebacker.
What are they calling?
What we got now?
Excessive celebration, maybe.
He running off the field.
Come on, guys.
This
Come on now. Come on, Stripes. Come on now. How petty can we be?
Yeah.
That's already a turnover on down, so you can't.
It's dead ball. How petty can we be? Let the kids have fun, guys. How petty can we be? Another 15.
I mean, they threw 2 flags, so they
could offset.
Well, no. They got
both
44. They got 44
Wow.
for his celebration. I thought that's what they were calling, but they got 18 as well.
So I guess you're not supposed to show emotion in a football game. Come on, guys. How petty can we be?
I might want to come to practice on Monday because I want to see what they're going to have to do.
It won't be much. It won't be much.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it won't be much. They'll talk to him about it. I mean, because when you think about the 15, some of these are very, very, borderline to where you could let that slide. But for some reason, everything seen is egregious tonight on Fayetteville.
We got one-on-one over here on the
split backfield. Odom in the shotgun.
Do you do it? One-on-one right down here.
Twins left. Johnson. He's at the 50.
Okay.
And he's going to be brought down. And are we going to get a horse collar?
That's a horse collar.
No horse collar?
Hey, Casey,
no horse collar.
They need to find a get-back coach.
No horse collar.
Hey, Pat, they need to find a get-back coach because Casey was the first man down on that referee.
But guys, if you notice, they went back to the ground game, the ground and pound football that they've had so much success with behind big senior Rylan Lunningham, and I believe that's Drake on that side as well for a big gainer. All the way down to the 30 of Bentonville West. Little flip pass out to the flat. It's going to pick up close to 6. Delamar.
And, Casey had every right to get down there because that's how you get a kid hurt, right?
Yeah.
So we've been calling all these flags out here for unsportsmanlike conduct, but a clear horse collar in front of the official, we don't call that.
2nd down 4. Ball at the 29-yard line. Bentonville West for the Bulldogs. Split backfield. Shotgun set. Odom. Motion. The give to Johnson, and he's going to earn that first down, does the junior Caleb Johnson. Nice, hard running behind his pads, guys. Fayetteville at the 25, 1st and 10. 6:37, 3rd quarter. Dogs leading at 35-14. I like the split backfield. 2-back set, Twins right, shotgun. The give is to Johnson. He's
Nice
going to put his
cutback.
foot in the ground, and he's going to get close to about another pickup of a big chunk of 6 or 7 yards. They're going to give him 8 on the play. Inside the 20, down to the 17. Or 18, we'll call it. 2nd and 3. Just old-fashioned football by the Fayetteville offensive line and the Fayetteville offense. Odom in the shotgun, single back set. Battles. Twins left.
Nah, you got to throw it. You got to throw it.
He was there.
Got to throw it.
No penalty.
And they don't call no
penalty.
extracurricular with 3 dudes on top of a quarterback.
And Fayetteville's gotten flagged for multiple things, just for celebrating a sack.
But that's the second time you got Contavian coming across on that post, where that's a quick read. You throw that. If it's one-on-one coverage, you throw it.
And it's the first read, so I mean it's wide open.
Yeah.
Brings up 3rd down, about 8. Loss of 6 on the play,
I see Jason Delamar with
or loss of 5 on the play.
one-on-one up the far top of that screen.
Motion. Tavion Taylor makes a man miss, and he's going to get down inside the 10 down to the 6 for another Bulldog first down.
And if you really break down this offense, you almost have 4 or 5 running backs on that field.
Right.
You know, you got 2 lining up on the wide end on the receiver. You got 2 in the backfield, and you got Garrett down there as the quarterback. I mean, you're running these screens, and you're getting the offense out on that second level. I mean, you got the speed with these wide receivers there. You can really take it to the house at any moment.
1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Shotgun, single back. The give, Johnson. And he's going to put his foot in the ground and just get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice piece of running there not to take that lost yardage play.
Have we seen Battles this?
He's been out there.
He's been out there?
2nd and goal, ball at the West 7 for the Bulldogs. 4:02. Twins left.
Oh, right there.
Complete.
Gotta be able to get upfield
He's
more
gonna be knocked out of bounds.
on that route.
Ty Mattingly on the reception. Thought maybe throw it a little sooner on that play. Loss of 2. Back to the 9. It's going to be a 3rd and goal.
Be a good time for that reverse here, Pat, wouldn't it?
But also, you got Delamar at the top of that screen, one-on-one coverage up there.
Single back.
If any time you're gonna throw that fade route, you're throwing it right now. Oh my goodness!
Lost ball.
And we lost it.
And there's a turnover by the Bulldogs. Unbelievable. As the Bulldogs turn it
Thank you
over.
for that. We appreciate that, ref. We appreciate that.
What happened?
We called him for excessive
It's going to be a
celebration.
15-yarder.
Going backwards.
Unfortunate there for the Bulldogs. Just not been a good 3rd quarter for Fayetteville. A lot of little focus mistakes is what we're seeing here in this quarter.
And again, Pat, as we said out the sun, running the football was the key. And obviously they hadn't proved they can stop the run in that 1 hole or 2 hole, and we need to get back to going right through there.
And we've had a couple snap issues throughout the ball game, 2 or 3 low snaps. West with the football. Lead ball at the 11-yard line. 2:41. Or 3:41, I'm sorry. Snap. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Bulldogs. Kessner on the stop. Loss of 1 yard back to the 10. Shepard also on the stop for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 11. Ball at the Wolverine 10. Four wide. Single back. Thompson is in the shotgun. A lot of the Bulldog faithful trying to encourage the Dogs. There's a little flip out. Makes a man miss, and he's going to be stopped for maybe 2. Vincent on the reception. Kenyon Johnson makes the stop for the Bulldogs. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 8. Really important for the Bulldogs to get off the field and start getting some of that field position back for the Bulldog offense. Into the game, Big Jackson Oliver. Yep, 5 wide. Shotgun. It's complete, and he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down, right at around the 19. Garton on the stop is going to bring up a 4th down and short at the 20-yard line of West.
Oh, really?
4th and 1. Whoa.
Okay. Okay. I mean, surely you're drawing them off sides.
Well, we going for
But we said that last time, and they went
Ball
for
at
it.
the
So
20.
I
I think they're going to try to draw them off sides right here. If you don't get it, here we go. A lot of time.
Oh, okay.
Snap. And he's not going to get it. He's going to be stopped. Tidwell, the senior linebacker, with the big stop. And the Dogs are going to take over
I understand needing
at the
points, but that is
16-yard line.
Yeah,
that's a little excessive.
That to me, you know,
Right.
is a miscoaching step.
Yeah.
You know, your ball on the 20-yard line is still, you know, a whole another quarter of football to go. What are we doing?
But, guys, let's talk about Brett Tidwell, the senior.
Yeah.
To shoot the gap, have the wherewithal to understand every situation they were in and to make that stop. I mean, number 9 always seems to make plays.
Boy, this dude right here is something else.
Battles.
Man.
Woo!
It's something else, man. He was not running like this at Bentonville.
The patience that this young man is running
The
with.
patience, the power, the quickness. He was not running like this at Bentonville.
Let me say
Bring
this
up
to
1st
you.
and goal.
We took this kid to Cowboy Stadium with us at the NWA All-Stars, and I seen it then.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what we thought he would be.
Yeah. This is really impressive. I've been really impressed with him tonight.
First
Being
and
able
goal
to put eyes on him tonight.
for the Bulldogs.
And you give it back to him right here.
1:14 in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, they're taking him out. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Oh, we're definitely going Wildcat. A little Wildcat action.
– 1:14, Dogs up, 35-14.
Think about
First
that.
and
You
goal.
got a Wildcat with 2 big old uglies right behind you.
Oh, with the jumbo set.
Oh my goodness.
Dogs
Good
going
luck.
big. It's a Dogs world. Touchdown Bulldogs. Christian Battles with his 3rd touchdown out of the Wildcat. We'll call it the big dog set.
Mm-hmm. Big dog set. I like that.
They'll make it 41-14 with 1:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Guys, you just can't say enough about this Fayetteville offensive line and this very, very impressive running game that the Bulldog offense has brought into 2024.
Again,
Nick is
Pat,
up and good.
You want to make mention of it, and we touched on this before, but 4th and 2 or 4th and 1 on your own 20. You know, if you turn the ball over, you at least give up a field goal.
Yeah.
And you take your momentum away. You punt the ball away, let your defense come back out on the field, maybe produce another turnover like they did the previous series.
Right.
You know, it's just one of those things. It's just a mental breakdown as far as coaching goes.
I mean, especially with it being in the 3rd quarter. You know, and you still, you know, your defense playing well. Your offense had been moving the ball. I mean, a punt really doesn't hurt you in this situation. You can throw that defense back out there on it and see what's happened. But it is that was going 4th and 1 on your 20 and you're running the ball. That was rough.
42-14 Fayetteville. 1:10 in the third quarter. And it has been a dog's world outside of a little slowness there in the end of the second. In most of this third quarter, it has been all purple-white for the Bulldogs. We'll try to get you some updated scores here soon on the goings-ons in the 7A West and just throughout the state. I heard it was 14-14 in that Shiloh-Greenwood game.
Yeah, we're going to check that one out. That was my game of the week. That one in Mountain Home and Southside. Had a little spotlight on the 6A this week. Just trying to figure out who's going to challenge Greenwood over there, man. And they got a couple new teams over there. We should see what happens.
First down for the Wolverines at their own 20. Trey Thompson in the shotgun. He'll come out 4 wide, single back. 110.
Got an update for you. Bentonville's up 49-21 midway through the fourth quarter.
Thompson. Almost intercepted. Great coverage.
Got away with one over there.
Cole Mobley on the coverage.
Got the Rogers Mounties up 28-7 over Northside with 7 minutes left in that game.
I'll say it. Rogers, you're on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
You are on the clock as Fayetteville travels to Gates Stadium next weekend.
And those
The give up the middle, and he's not going anywhere. All purple in that tackles. Look like Tidwell.
And Will Price.
and that last score of the 7A West got Springdale up 42-14 with 9 minutes left in that game.
How about them Red
I
Dogs?
know, 4-0, man. You can't beat
Third
that.
down. Ball at the Wolverine 20. 34 seconds in the quarter. And you can hear the Fayetteville faithful. Shotgun, Thompson. Here comes pressure.
Ooh.
And it's going to be incomplete as he was under a lot of duress. And you can
Price.
tell him getting up a little slower. Will Price, the junior's having himself a ball
having
game.
himself a game.
I mean, a game. He's going to be next man up. It just seems like in Fayetteville High, Derek and Aaron, the linebacker position just reloads. It never really is empty. They just one steps in after the other. When you go back to a lot of collegiate linebackers being coached by a guy I played with, an all-state linebacker, Jeff Bowerman.
Yeah. And, Pat, just to throw out that game of the week, I always like to throw out a few games here and there that people can go and check out throughout the state. That Greenwood Shiloh is under 9 minutes left.
Oh,
my goodness. Did he get it off? Yeah, somebody check. Because oh my.
I think he just threw it. I don't know if he kicked it. I think he just threw it. What you think?
You
I didn't see
obviously
the ball
can't
get
do that. I
kicked.
didn't see the ball get kicked either. He got hit too hard for the ball to get kicked.
Wee. Oh, my, what a hit.
Man, that was something.
Oh, my, what a hit.
That was worse than the quarterback hit. I'm be real. Like, that
It absolutely was, wasn't it?
yeah.
Oh, my.
I kept looking for a flag, and it didn't come.
As we are, the young man is walking off of his own power with the help of his trainers. Very gingerly, I might add.
But just to
a
go back on
nasty
that, Greenwood's up 21-17 with 8 minutes to go.
Oh, what a ball
up in
game.
Shiloh. I know they are.
What
that
a
is
ball
something
game.
right there. And that other,
Odom.
he's looking for him.
He's going deep.
Oh, he almost got him.
Jason Delamar, the intended receiver. Just got to get JD3 going. It's very important for him to get going in this season, especially in conference.
And that other game of the week I had, Mountain Home at Southside, 10 minutes left. It is 41-35. Mountain Home is up.
Woo! The Bombers.
And they're driving. And both teams 3-0 in the 6A.
Odom in the shotgun. Give. It's going to be Johnson. He won't get very much. And And that's the end of the third quarter here at Bulldogs Stadium, with the Fayetteville Bulldogs leading it over the Bentonville West Wolverines 42-14. And, guys, just give me a summation of what you saw both from Fayetteville and Bentonville West.
You know, Pat, the penalty just really kept us a little flat there to start off that half. I mean, obviously Bentonville had the tip play for the touchdown. They moved the ball a little bit. But, again, like you'd expect, Fayetteville stuck their foot in the dirt and actually came back and put the ball in the end zone and made this thing a little bit tougher to obtain for Bentonville West.
Aaron, give me your take on the Fayetteville defense. I mean, what have they been able to do? I mean, I know there was a score in the first drive, but they were able to get off the field multiple times on fourth down.
Pat, they wouldn't have gave up a touchdown if it wasn't for mistakes on the defensive end. Granted, the officials have helped out a couple calls, but a couple of those big 15-yard penalty calls came on third down when we would have been getting off the field. So, I mean, you just have to continue what you're doing, continue working. We got Price that's a junior that's kind of coming alive on that defensive line. Tidwell's out there making plays. Williams in the back. And the safety and the cornerbacks, they're making plays. So just keep doing what you're doing and just keep that momentum and finish this game off.
First down, Bulldogs. Odom in the shotgun. The give. Johnson off the left side, and he's going to just get across the 35 down to about the 34, maybe the 33-yard line.
Just going to throw some scores out there from the 7A Central. Got Cabot up 24-21 over Little Rock Christian with 6.5 left in that game.
Third down. That's fourth down. Bulldogs going to go for it. Odom.
Right there. He's open over there. He was. There you go.
He's going to get out of it.
Bam. Nice. Oh, he dropped it at the end. He was open.
Thought he should have ran that.
Yeah.
Dogs will turn it over on downs.
And another update from the 7A Central. 7A Central newcomer Pulaski Academy get their first win in the 7A Central over North Little Rock, which this is just shocking. 47-0, Pat.
Guys, how bad has that
is
North Little Rock program
at
fallen?
home?
Just 3 years removed from the state championship, or 4 years, I should say.
That is wild.
Man, talk about a program that's well known that is totally fallen. The wheels have come off.
Yeah.
First down West. After they take over on downs at their own 38-yard line. I'm sorry, 33-yard line. It's going to be some laundry thrown of the yellow color.
Got Bryan picking up a big win over Central, 62-13. And that last one.
These scores are tremendous down south.
That last one got Conway playing against Little Rock Southwest.
Thompson.
That's fast.
Going to be complete. Down to the up to the 39-yard line.
And that last score in the 7A Central got Conway over Little Rock Southwest, 56-14.
It's going to bring up second down, about 4. Thompson in the shotgun, 4 wide. He's going to scramble. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. Tidwell and Gibson Griswold on the stop. Like to see old Gibby make a play. Third and short. Thompson. To give, and he's not going to get it. What?
Oh, because he kept going without his
Come
helmet.
on. Come on now. If you're not going to call that horse collar, now come on.
I'm not sure that, they're going to wave this off. I would think
I
they
mean,
would.
come on. Now, we're being petty.
They being petty. Hold on, why are they going up? Wait.
If you're not calling horse collar, oh, my goodness. You don't call the horse collar?
That's crazy.
Oh, my. That's terrible. But you don't get the celebration. That's terrible. That's terrible. This is petty football by the Stripes. I'm sorry. This is petty. Very petty. Cheap 15-yard penalties.
Pat,
Wow.
I guess we understand now you don't have to worry about getting fined or anything. So
Yeah.
Wow. Petty. Unbelievable.
just giving them a first down.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Xavier, he's had a night himself as well.
Zay Burns,
He and Kenyon Johnson have been really active.
Yeah, Zay Burns had good coverage there. That was absolutely great coverage by him.
Yes. .933. 42-14 Fayetteville. Thompson in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, flip over in the flats, and he's going to be hit instantly by Mr. Burns. He's reading it really well and jumping routes.
And again, Pat, I'll tell you that was great coverage. But again, you wonder why you would play off like there. If you press the man off the line, that's an incomplete pass.
Mm-hmm. Third down. About 6 on the play. Ball at the Bulldog 40-yard line for West. Thompson in the shotgun. Trips right. Dog showing a little blitz. And they're going to come with it. Missed tackle.
Went for the interception.
Vincent on the reception.
That's been his play since last year, Vincent.
You got to make that tackle right there. He went for the interception when he could have just took the tackle and get off the field.
Decision making on third down. That's going to be something key.
First
going
down,
into next
ball
week.
at the Bulldog 19 for West. 8:48 and counting. Sprints out.
Interception. There you go.
Intercepted by the Bulldogs.
Take it to the house. Take it to the house. Take it to the house.
Still going.
Take it to the house.
He's going to go all the way. It's a dog's world.
No
Touchdown,
flag. No flag.
Fayetteville.
Pat, what'd you normally say? 88 into the gate?
88
there we go.
and out the gate.
Who was that?
Number 14,
Grayson Jerry, the junior,
Hey, Grayson.
with the pick six.
Hey.
Love to see that young man.
I know
He's
Natalie's somewhere down here celebrating. I know she's down here celebrating somewhere.
Grayson Jerry with the pick six for the Bulldogs to make it 48-14. You like to see something good for people that work hard. Grayson was a guy that played as a sophomore, showed a lot of flashes, and just was waiting for an opportunity like that. You love to see number 14 get that one. 49-14. 8:31 left, and it is officially a running clock here at Harmon Field. 49-14. Hey, Grayson got some walk in.
Yeah, he got some wheels, man.
Yeah, he had to pick him up, put him down there real quick.
Hey, tonight's broadcast, for those that have just tuned in to us on the Hill for tonight's Bulldog game, is brought to you by Lindsay and Associates, CMAX Southern Kitchen, and First Choice Protection Systems. I want to thank our proud sponsors for making Bulldog football here on the Hill Media possible. Tomorrow, the Hogs travel to A&M as My buddy and I will be leaving out to go cover that at around 8:30. We'll be in Jerry's World. Last Southwest Classic game in Jerry's World.
Wow.
Next year, they will be here in Fayetteville. So what you got? Give me keys. Who wins that game? Because I'm going to tell you now, I'm going Arkansas 38-20.
Well, here's what I think, Pat. I think it'll be a little bit closer game than that, but I do think the Hogs are going to come out on top. I'm going to give them an edge by a touchdown.
Is game day coming to Fayetteville a week from tomorrow?
They
If
need
they
to.
win.
They
If
need
they
to.
win, for sure.
They need to.
There's the kick. It's going to be fielded at the 1. And he's going to – ooh, there's a lot of contact going on by the Dogs. You got your pitchers and the catchers, and they're doing a lot of pitching tonight.
Yeah, but to go back on that Razorback game, it really depends on who Elko trots out there. Is he going to trot out Wiseman, who they say is ready?
Yes.
Or is he going to keep with the kid Marcel Reed? If I'm Elko, I'm going with Reed. There's no way I'm putting Wiseman out there.
I just think Arkansas defensively will bring a lot of pressure on whomever the quarterback is, and then they're it's going to come down to who's best at third down. And this Razorback football team, second in the nation on third down. Great stat. One of the main stats, I believe, in football. Thompson in the shotgun, trips to left. Here comes the blitz. They're going to try to take it deep. It's going to be incomplete. I mean, he's under a lot of duress, guys. Every time now he seems to let go of the ball, he's got a purple helmet with an F on the side in his face. 7:14 and counting. We are in the running clock.
I can't say, you definitely want your fans to stay all the way through, but when you do have fans leaving and you're left with parents, that either mean one or two things. Your team really did great or your team really did bad.
Next week, guys, the Fayetteville Bulldogs will travel once again, as I said, to Gates Stadium in conference game number 2 to take on the Rogers Mounties.
Big
We
time.
will
That's a
be
big
on
time
the
early
broadcast at 6:15. Who knows? I might have DC and Rags with me.
game. Might as well.
It's looking good. The Crew. First down, 6:29 left here in the ball game. Dogs ahead 49-14. Here comes the pressure. He's going deep. Overthrown. Burns on the coverage. Thompson, I've been really impressed with Trey Thompson, the quarterback from Bentonville West.
He's tough.
Real tough young man, seems to be really composed, has a nice deep ball. Yeah. We won't say all the things that he needs. So you can really see his talent, but we'll leave it at that.
But Pat, I got a question for you. As we wrap up week one of the conference in the 7A, we got Bentonville, Rogers, us, and Springdale all come away with victories. I guess which one of those four is the most impressive one? I guess
I would have to say Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Because what you look at, and I don't know if you agree, but when you get beat in a very emotional game like Fayetteville did last week, it's easy to come into an opening conference game against an 0-3 team and play down to their level. I don't think the Bulldogs did. I think they came out and did what they were expected to do, took care of business, and showed great energy in this football game.
Yeah.
Real good senior leadership is what stood out to me. Gives to Nash. He's looking for some room. He's going to be stopped. Griswold. The Grizz on the stop. Double G. Gibby's such a great kid. Great kid. Comes from a great family.
Mm-hmm.
But most of these young men come from outstanding families and households. The one thing you always know about Fayetteville, great support throughout the community. Dropping back, trying to go deep. And he's
offensive pass interference.
Burns on the coverage. Davis, the intended receiver. It's going to bring up third down. As looks like Fayetteville starters are going to go back in the game. Don't see Big Jackson. 3rd down and 9. Ball at the 50 at midfield for the Wolverines. You just pin your ears back when you know it's a throwing down. Here comes the pressure.
That's a hold.
Oh, my. He's not going to get it. He's going to be stopped about 3 yards short. He'll get it down to the 45-yard line. Going to bring up a 4th down. 3:27 and counting. Dogs up big, 49-14. It's going to be 4th and 3. For West. Dogs trying to get one more stop. They've been really good, guys, on 4th down here tonight. Aside from maybe one, this has been a really good defensive performance.
It's a nice little play.
You're going to get the 1st down. You'll get it down to around the 36-yard line of Fayetteville. Brady on the stop. .240 and counting in the ball game. Then we had a player slow to get up. Or no, it's going to be a timeout.
Got the reserves coming in now.
And it's always good. How do you feel about that? I think that's really good when you're able to have games like this and get your sophomores and your juniors, guys that are on your varsity or on your JV, and guys that you're going to really count on next year. I mean, there's 38 seniors leaving this program. You got to have, and they've been, Casey and his staff have been real good about the development of kids as we're witnessing here tonight. Going deep.
Come on.
Touchdown, West. Davis on the reception. That's why you do the development and let them get the reps in.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
I mean, plays like this, you want it to get, if it's going to happen, let it happen when these kids are young and the game's not in the balance. And you can learn, and these are teaching points.
I mean, again, because there are a couple players that's playing right out here that were doing the same thing last year.
Yes, absolutely.
When Drake and company got that lead out far enough, they were able to get those reserves a little bit of playing time.
With 1:46, clock still running. 49-21 Bulldogs.
Oh man, they got Alan Jackson on down there, boy. I'm telling you, they're gonna be
You
down
like
at Nick tomorrow at Bud Walton.
Hey,
They're gonna pack that thing out.
I got to find out one quick question before we get off here. Derek, are you eating boiled chicken tomorrow?
Man, it's funny you said that. I'll probably go home and finish off what I had already at the house.
That's unbelievable.
Hey, my man.
That's unbelievable. Like, do you eat boiled chicken?
Hey, I've had boiled chicken.
Come on,
hey, look,
guys.
Don't knock it until you try it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And it ain't even
my
the boiled chicken
goodness.
part because the boiled chicken normally go in something else.
Where's the
but
flavor at?
when you get that chicken about that boiled water,
Well, where the flavor?
you know,
The
look,
flavor in the seasoning, Pat.
Look,
What? It's in the
look
water.
here. Look here.
Oh my
We
goodness.
gonna have to get
Also,
you. Hey, we gonna cater some boiled chicken up
Oh,
here.
my
Forget C-Max.
goodness.
We bringing that boiled chicken at the Harmon Field.
Boiled
Absolutely.
chicken.
I'm so glad you brought that up again. I got somebody up there.
Boiled chicken. Dog bones for tonight. Who we got? I know I got one. I'm going to go with Mr. Price.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Mr. Price.
Yeah.
45 had himself a game. He normally does it in the special teams. Derek, you talk about it. Aaron, you talk about it. But tonight he did it at linebacker, and he did it quite well. Offensively, Mr. Battles, once again. Who you got?
I'm going to go Battles offense, and then defense. I'm going to give it to, since you went Price, I'm going to give it to Jerry, man, taking that thing to the house, man, taking it all the way to the house. The last touchdown by Fayetteville. That was, big time, something key for that secondary to kind of build on as they go out to the
Good job. Derek?
Can't disagree with that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he deserve it. I mean, anytime you can take one in the house back like that, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
I got to give it to him.
You can't go wrong with either one. Offensively, who we got?
Offensively,
You sticking with Battles?
I want to stick with Battle, but I don't want you to forget about Johnson. I think Johnson had a lot of tough, gritty runs today.
Oh, he really
was
did.
really active,
Good job.
lively, and so I think I would go with Johnson tonight just because of his activity.
Yeah, I like
Well,
that.
we'll
Johnson,
go with those guys for tonight's ball game. That's going to do it. Hey, we want to thank our sponsors for all their great sponsorship to make tonight's broadcast possible each and every Friday night. First, we want to thank Lindsay & Associates with an office in Fayetteville, an office in Rogers, in their newest location in Bentonville. That's Lindsay & Associates. We bring great neighbors together. Also, C-Max Southern Kitchen with locations at 2190 MLK Boulevard, 7420 West Sunset, 920 South Thompson, and on Highway 412 inside Lone Springs. And once again, it's just that good. And lastly, First Choice Protection Systems. And get this, if you are a veteran, they will honor the veteran discounts. So make sure to reach out to our good friends for all your security needs at First Choice Protection Systems. For my producer, Demetrius Johnson, my color analyst, Aaron Rags, and also DC, we're going to get on out of here as the Bulldogs win it here tonight, 49-21. Now, once again, the Bulldogs travel to Rogers to take on the Mounties at Gates Stadium. We will be on there at 6:15, followed by kickoff at 7 p.m. That's going to do it here at Harmon Field. It's a dog's world. And you know what I say. Let's get it. Good night, everybody. You've been watching Bulldog Football.